All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders. And I want to say salutations to all you brothers in the different GMS camps. Keep pushing the word because we almost out of here. I'm Zahab, and to my right is.
But young.
And today what we're going to do a lesson is on, we're going to do a lesson on ruling over your spirit, having self-control. Those are the things that, keep us, keep mobilizing us in this truth, man. Because what you're going to find out that everything a part of your member is negative, man. So, with that, I want you to get Romans 7, I believe it's a 13th verse, where it says that there's another law of my members. Warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into. If it's not in 7, it might be in 8.
Yeah.
You can start at 18. You can start at
18?
Yeah.
Romans chapter 7, verse 18. Mm-hmm. It says, "For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing."
So first and foremost, you got to understand in this truth as a new creature that you're still in this old wicked body, man. And Yahweh Shai purposely designed your body to be negative, man. All right, because that causes that resistance as far as this truth and how much will you have as far as doing what's right in this truth. Go ahead.
"For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
Yep.
For to will is present with me."
Like I said, you have that will. I want to do the right thing. All right. I want to please the Most High because really you're an angel in a body. The characteristic of an angel is to please the Most High. He created the angels to desire to please the Most High. So whenever they fulfill the will of Yahweh Shai, they get excited. Like, yeah, we did it. Like, you know how a football player actually scores a touchdown, and he gets excited at the end of the touch. What you call it?
At the end of the play.
At the end of the play,
After school.
they high five each other. They might do a little dance. Those are the angels, man. Go ahead.
"For to will is present with me,
Yep.
but how to perform that which is good I find not.
Go ahead.
For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do.
Yep.
Now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me.
Right.
I find then a law, that when I would do good, evil is present with me.
Yep.
For I delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man."
Who's the inward man? It's the spirit inside of your body, man. All right? Like I always bring it out. You got this song by this lady named Indy Reed, and it goes, "I am not my hair, I am not my skin, I am my soul that lives within." Because contrary to Western belief, contrary to Esau's doctrine, your outward tabernacle ain't nothing but a house, man. Like Esau tells you to deck out the body, man. You got the Joe six-pack, you got the perfect model. That's nothing, man. The real you is the spirit inside of you, man. This is just your avatar in this little world right here, man. All right?
Verse,
Oh, you had a precept?
no.
Okay.
Verse, what is it?
No, you was at 22.
22. It said, "For I delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind,
Yep.
and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members."
And bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. All right, could you get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9, starting at verse 14? Just to set the tone of our creation, man, who we are. All right?
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9, verse 14. It says, "For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable."
See, everything in our mind is miserable. That's why it tells you out of idleness worketh wickedness. Because if you just sit there and be unproductive, you're being wicked. Because shortly after, you're going to start thinking about either concupiscences, all right, or just being wicked. Your flesh or your so-called ego is going to take over. And you're going to start daydreaming about something that's going to fulfill your lust, man. You ever daydream about being, like, famous or daydream about everybody loving? That's your ego, man. That's your flesh. The Most High don't care about that. Go ahead.
For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain.
Our thoughts are miserable, man. You'll feel bad for having wicked thoughts, but that's a part of your DNA, so to speak, man. All right?
For the corruptible body presses down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind.
Wait a minute, this cousin Nate's doctrine, man, that we gotta keep the law perfectly and all that. We can't keep the law, man. We can't keep the law perfectly. How can somebody imperfect keep the law, man? We could try to our best to the best of our ability, man.
Right.
You know? Can you read that over again?
God. For the corruptible body presses down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind that museth upon many things.
Our flesh presses down our spirit, man. All right? We're not meant to be perfect on this side, man. Then it says in Proverbs, can you get Proverbs 20? Did you have a precept?
Yeah.
All right, you get your precept first.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9, it says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Now, what does it mean when it says the heart is deceitful? Not the heart that pumps in your chest. That pumps blood. Your heart being deceitful is your mind. Your mind is wicked, man. Yeah, the 2/3 regular Jake, they got demons on them. But really, they just don't have the spirit of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh. Because without that, we'll be wicked too, man. We want to do the same thing Jake do, except we got the law, man. But if we ain't had the law, we start stepping away from the scriptures, we'll be just like a nigga. You start fitting in with those guys, man.
Right.
Because it's already in you, man. Minus the demons. Then you got the demons that's just amplifying your little lust anyway, man. Alright? But going back to the point, they're just giving us, setting the foundation of who we are. But the result is we gotta conquer that part of us, man. There's a term called self-mastery, man. And that's something that every athlete, anybody that's in a competitive arena, they understand that term. In order to compete, you have to have something called self-mastery, man. Alright? You gotta conquer that part of yourself or have that part of yourself under control that's hindering you, man. So with that, can you get, after you get done with that scripture, can you get 1 Corinthians 9, I think it's around the 25th verse?
And that was it on that.
Okay.
Did you want Proverbs?
You can skip Proverbs.
Okay.
But yeah, you have to have self-mastery, man. Or self-possession. You have to possess your soul, man.
Mortify your members.
Mortify your members, man.
Yep. And you said 9 and
Around the 25th verse, I believe.
start for the mastery.
Yeah, you can start at 24. That's perfect.
Okay. 1 Corinthians 9 and 23. It says, and this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all?
Yeah, the race is the race to the kingdom, man. Go ahead.
All right. But one receiveth the prize.
Right.
So run that ye may obtain.
Yep.
And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
That's the key. Temperate. And that word temperate, see, we ain't got the laptop with us or not, but that word temperate goes into self-mastery, man. Alright? The word temperate goes into self-restraint. Have self-restraint about ourselves, man. See, if you look at the boxing world, those guys, they go on certain diets, man. They're really not even supposed to eat sweets like that. They go a certain period of time without their woman. So a lot of brothers, the most I take that woman away from you just so you can focus on this truth, man. Because he know how you go crazy over there with that thing, man. You know? But the point is, you got to have some type of self-restraint about yourself in this truth, man. We can't just be impulsive, man. All because you have this fiery drive to make you want to go out and do everything, that don't mean you follow that drive, man. You see? Go ahead.
I forgot what it was, 9 and 23. Okay. And this I do for the gospel's sake, that I might be partaker thereof with you. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things.
He's self-restrained or he's balanced. Self-restraint causes balance, man. Alright? So he's balanced in all things. Go ahead.
Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown.
Yeah, they do it. Mayweather does it. Mayweather does it to receive the title or the gold belt or to keep his title, defend his title. Go ahead.
But we an incorruptible.
Yeah, we to do it for the kingdom, man. All right. The thing that makes it so challenging on this side, because when the scriptures was written, we're still over there in the Middle East, over there in Jerusalem and in the surrounding areas, where the common law was to have balance. The common law was to be temperate. And the proof is, you go over there to the Middle East now, and they're way more disciplined than Americans. So we're Hebrews living in Babylon trying to keep the law of the Hebrews, which is totally contrary to the way of life here, which is to say, do as thou wilt.
Right. And a lot of those indigenous peoples that are still living outside of the so-called governed world, like in the Amazons and in different
modern world
tropical areas, they got their own penal system. And their penal system, for the most part, goes back to the scriptures.
Yep.
Like there's a tribe in Colombia that lives in the Amazons, right? And if anyone amongst that tribe is caught committing adultery, they put a yoke around the adulterer's neck, and the village stone him. They throw stones at him until he dies. And where do they get that from? They get it from the scriptures.
And guess what? Those are Hebrews down there, man. Those are Israelites down there, okay? Same thing, man. So the point is, the challenge is, the way you know who the elect, because we are in a society that'll look at you funny for keeping a law.
Yeah, doing something that's right or upright.
Right, because you have a Jake that'll start talking about another man's wife and you ain't with it, and he'll look at you crazy. You know what I mean? Like, he can't see that you wouldn't commit adultery. He can't fathom why a young man would want else, sex with somebody else's wife, man.
She fine and she willing.
Yeah, she fine, she willing, man. Like, even you black women, man, you women in general, man. I'm talking about you black and Puerto Rican women, man. We'll approach you and we'll be like, are you single? And she'll be like, no, I'm married, but we can still talk, man. Fuck you, man. The Most High gonna kill y'all women, man. Y'all just don't know what the Most High got in store for y'all, man. Alright?
Verse 26, it says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly.
Yeah, faithless or wavering faith. Go ahead.
Like Nate. Lean on the action plan.
Yep.
The action plan is lean upon Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, or just in case the Lord don't come back, I'm going to go to college.
The scriptures that you read in the book of Psalms, it says, never had the righteous been shaken, nor his seed begging bread. But Nate 7 say he's gonna store up bread. You know what I mean? But that's off topic. But I therefore so run, not as uncertainly. So fight I, not as one that beateth the air.
Yeah.
But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Yeah, man. The key is, which goes into being temperate, is putting your body into subjection, man. And a lot of, just being reflective and looking at a lot of the attributes or the different characteristics of the flesh, which are negative, going into the scriptures, is basically anger, fear, rejection, embarrassment, failure, self-doubt, impatience, self-righteous, self-hate, low self-esteem, your lazy demon, self-absorbed, indulgent, lustful. Those are different characteristics of the flesh, man. And the scriptures tell you to have that part under subjection. Alright? You have something?
No, I haven't.
Alright, can you get Proverbs? Well, before you get Proverbs, can you get 1 Thessalonians 4:4? It's like before you do something outside of your comfort zone, you gotta control your spirit, because you're gonna have different qualms that rise up out of you, man. That make you self-doubt or make you unsure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 4:4, that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor.
What is your vessel, man? Your vessel is your body, your flesh. So when it says possess your vessel, it's being self-possessed. Have self-possession, man. Another term for it is ruling over your spirit. Alright?
Not in the lust of concupiscence,
Yep.
even as the Gentiles which know not the Most High.
Even as the niggas that know not the Most High, man. And the concupiscence, that's basically being lustful, man. That's where you get the word cupid, which means that desire, that lust. Alright. Is there more to that?
That no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter, because that the Lord is the avenger of all such, as we also have forewarned you and testified.
Alright, with that, can you get Proverbs 16 and 32? And I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. See, it's bigger than cursing out the white man, which he has to be cursed out according to the scriptures. But the Most High actually wants us to live like Israelites in America, as long as we are in America. We got to eat differently. The way we wear our clothes, we got to be examples. Because the key is, they're not going to agree with the doctrine, but we're going to have a blameless character.
Yeah.
They can't say anything negative about us.
Right.
Like, I don't really agree with what he's saying about the white man, but I can't really say nothing bad about him. He do what he's supposed to do.
Right. We're not going to be in the same situation that the Catholic priests. We're not going to be in those situations.
You're not going to find those scandals on us, man.
Exactly. We're not going to be found, you know what I'm saying, lacking and our face on the news of raping someone, man.
You know, and Esau's going to do his little disinformation and all that.
Yeah, decharacter.
Yeah, it slipped my mind, but you're basically
defamation,
character assassination, and all the other stuff, man. Because they're going to do it, but the point is, realistically, we're not doing that stuff.
Yeah, basically.
He's the devil.
Fucking devil.
It's wartime propaganda. He's going to have a war against the saints. So when you have a war against somebody, you got to defame them, man. Yeah. You got to demonize them.
You got to broadcast an evil message.
Right. Go ahead.
Proverbs 16 and 32. It says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. And
another word for your spirit is your emotions, man. We can't let emotions rule us, man. We gotta be men here in America, man. I say we because all because we're reading it to you, that doesn't mean that it doesn't apply to us, man.
Exactly.
Alright, we gotta become men. And men have reason. We let reason rule over that emotion.
Hey, because we all were niggas in the world.
We were all niggas. Most of us weren't even raised by men. You know, we was raised by rap songs.
So Jake has a lot of different vibrations on them. A lot of Jake got emotional vibrations, the vibration of women, the vibration of niggerness, man. You know, theft, robbery, whatever the case may be.
Because we was raised by niggas. You probably learned from an older nigga in your neighborhood.
Yeah, we became a product of our environment, and then transformed through the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Because you don't come into this truth and then I'm perfect now. Nah, it's a process. It's rebukes, correction, scourges, all that. But you had anything else you want to say?
Nope. That was pretty much it.
Can you read that scripture again?
Oh yeah, kind of.
But the point is, man, we got to rule over this wicked tabernacle of ours, man.
Proverbs 16:32 again. It says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city.
He that ruleth the spirit is better than he that taketh the city, man. Because there's a lot of power in having self-control. There's a lot of power. A man is about order and government. And there's a lot of power in having self-control. That's how you win fights. That's how you win everything, by having self-control. Looking back and looking at it objectively instead of letting your emotions control you, man. But if you had any closing statements? Well, with that, I'm going to say, like I said, double honors to the elders of GMS. Salutations to all you brothers. And may all honor and glory go to Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. All right. Death to America and Shalom.
Shalom.